boy, the Wolverines have a big game down in Happy Valley this weekend. My pregame thoughts are in the following video. Welcome back to my channel, Big Discussions. My name is Dr. Anwar Youssef Dunbar, and I just wanted to come in and give a really quick preview from my eyes on the Wolverines' upcoming challenge in Happy Valley. So I got back in last night from a vacation out west, and I couldn't go right to sleep, and I stayed up and uploaded some articles onto my blog, and in the background I listened to the Michigan Wolverines podcast hosted by Steve Dace, Michael Spath, and Brandon Brown, and I listened to what they had to say, and so I'm going to make my little preview now, and much of what I have to say will echo what they had to say. So a lot of people are calling this the biggest stretch of not only this season, but perhaps the Jim Harbaugh era. And you know, there are reasons why people are saying that, and I want to first agree with something that Steve Dace said at the end of his podcast, which was pretty somber, and that's that I think a lot of the fan base right now is not sure which team is going to show up to Happy Valley, and I think folks just want to know that their team is going to show up and fight and compete and have some level of competency out on the football field, particularly on the offensive end. I'm gonna talk about that shortly. If you haven't, please click the like button, and if you think I've said something worthwhile here, please share this video, and also please subscribe to the channel. So this week's game at Penn State. You know, the team got the win against Illinois. It looked very good at first, and then it turned into a bit of a roller coaster ride where Illinois looked like they were going to come back in that second half, but you know, Shea got aggressive and pushed the Wolverines back out in front, and there were a couple good defensive plays in there, and they were able to pull out the win. So they got the win. It was against a lesser opponent, but it was still you know, kind of shaky. And so you know, again, there's uncertainty going into Happy Valley. So before I talk about this year's game, I'm going to recap quickly the 2017 game, because I feel like the themes very much parallel one another. So the Wolverines' last trip down to Happy Valley. By the way, if anyone is watching this, maybe some Penn State Nittany Lions fans, if you're watching this, or any college football trivia experts, if you're watching this and you know why it's called Happy Valley, please leave something in the comment section below, because I don't know why they call it Happy Valley. Anyway, you know, in that 2017 game, I remember the defense holding the Penn State offense for a little while. They had Trace McSorley, and they had Saquon Barkley, who went pro after that season. And the offense didn't deliver that day. John O'Corn was our signal caller. Wilton Spate went out the previous week against Purdue, which ended his season and coincidentally his career as a Michigan quarterback. And there was a lot of inexperience on the offense, and Donovan Peoples-Jones was a freshman. And I remember Donovan catching a pass on a bubble screen, and I remember him dropping the pass, and if he had gotten that pass and ran the ball up the field, it would have turned into a nice game. But that day there was just play after play after play like that, where if the Wolverines could have just strung some plays together, they would have had some nice drives, and they would have put more points on the board. Unfortunately, they didn't, and the defense held for a little while. But the truth is, when you're going against a team with a lot of firepower and a lot of offense, you might be able to bottle them up for a little while, but eventually they're gonna break through and do some things, and that's what happened. They held Penn State for a little while, and then eventually they blew the doors off and went on to the 42-13 victory. And Saquon Barkley was running down, doing this annoying thing that he was doing, and they blew the doors open. The Wolverines got revenge the next year when Penn State came to our house, but when you're on the road against an opponent like this, you need to show competency in all three phases of the game. I saw Penn State destroy Maryland probably about a month ago. I'm down here in the Washington, D.C. area, and so Penn State came in about a month ago and basically blew the doors off of Maryland. And one thing that I noticed when I watched that game was that Penn State has a lot of speed at the skill positions. So this is what I think going into this game. So will Dr. Defense, that name is so funny to me, will Dr. Defense, Don Brown, mix up some zone with his precious Viper defense? So Don Brown likes to blitz. He likes to put his defensive backs in man-to-man coverage. But Penn State, again, they are fast at those skill positions. And if Dr. Defense stays in that man-to-man for the entire game, we might see last year's Ohio State game again, where we're looking at just crossing route after crossing route after crossing route and bubble screen. Wheel route after wheel route, and our entire secondary getting shredded. Now we've got some speed out there too with this Daxton Hill kid, and we got some experience with Josh Metellus, and Ambry Thomas made a couple of important and crucial interceptions against Iowa earlier in the season. But again, with the speed Penn State has, I don't know. I think that it's going to be important for Dr. Defense to mix it up a little bit and not play that Viper for the entire game. It's just my opinion. On offense, the question, once again, is will the team be able to get some semblance of a flow starting early and not late in the game? Will the running game be able to roll against a higher tier opponent? It was good to see them do it against Illinois, but against one of the big boys like Penn State, will they be able to get that going? And that's good because that'll take some pressure off Shea. Will they have a fumble-free game? Will they hold the ball nice and secure when they go into traffic and not put it on the ground? That's going to be huge because those fumbles kill momentum, and against Illinois, you could see that it sucked a lot of the energy away from the defense. So ball security is going to be important. Will Shea make decisive throws and timely runs? He's mobile and he's very good in that run-pass option. But will he be able to engineer drives and put points on the board and make those crucial decisions in those crucial moments in the whiteout down in Happy Valley. I can I can see when he's going to make a good throw because he rolls out and he decisively, brings the ball back and zips it out of there. And hopefully he won't be back there indecisive and getting sacked and losing confidence. So we'll see. Will Josh Gaddis and Coach Harbaugh call a good game and call the right plays at the right time? We'll have to see. It's pretty much unknown. Our kicking game has been a little bit shaky, but if it's a close game, the kicker, I think it's Moody, is gonna have to step up and make some kicks. My prediction, well, actually, right now, the current line is Penn State by 8 points. I'm not going to make a prediction myself, but I will say that I hope this goes just like my last night in Las Vegas 2 nights ago on one of the penny slot machines at the New York casino. I won big, and I was sitting there playing and just hoping that I would hit, and lo and behold, I hit, and I made a lot of money on that machine, and I'm hoping that my luck and fortune transfers over to the Maize and Blue on Saturday down in Happy Valley. So those are my thoughts going into the game. This is a crucial game. These next 2 weeks are crucial. If by chance Michigan could get the win against Penn State, and then next week against Notre Dame in our house, that'll be huge, but it's a big if. So let me know what you think in the comments section below. I have an idea. I know what a lot of the commenters will say, especially the Buckeye fans. But let me know what you think about Saturday's game. If you haven't, please like the video, please share it, and please subscribe to my channel. Go Blue, and always remember that your attitude determines your altitude. Take care, and I'll talk to you the next time. Bye-bye.